Good morning, dear friends. Good morning. Good morning, dear friends. How are you guys doing? Find the people in Twitter. Listen to them, share their knowledge, think with them. Revolution makes some people think they can stop revolution. They can stop Biafra. Think again. Biafra is here. We are not backing down. We have crossed the Rubicon. So let's bring the people from Twitter. Listen to them. Whenever you see this video, share it. Subscribe to the channel you are listening from. God bless you as you welcome Twitter
the
people.
civil servants, what they call them, civil defense. If you cannot resign as any of these security architecture of the terrorists, if you cannot resign, what you will do is to do what? Work your transfer out of Biafra land before the communion will come to you. But if you refuse, you. If you're building on this illusion, then the communion will definitely come to you. The communion will definitely, you can't outrun it. The communion will definitely come to you. And our prayers is that you don't sit back and lose your life. Because
Hold on. We want to bring them the way it should be. Hold on. We want to bring them the way it should be. Hold on.
all these years, the time of accountability has come. Because some persons abandon those that should be giving account to them, and they were requesting accountability to people that they have not given money to keep for them, to people that have never sold their mineral resources for a day. And they abandon those that are leveraging on their mineral resources and all their allocation, monthly allocation that should give them good life and make them not to travel to Europe and make them not to trek their way to Europe and make them not to die in the Mediterranean Sea. They come to seek accountability to somebody that they have never contributed money to. Do not allow your illusion to deceive you. Stop thinking that this thing will never be possible, because Biafra is already here. I welcome you, Mazi Ada Obi. Obi, you're welcome. Obi Chicago, you're welcome. My sister, it's good to have you here. And on this note, I'm calling on Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu, can you unmute yourself and make your submission?
Yes, my brother is
Thank you
fine.
so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, each and every one of you, University. I salute you. And also use this opportunity to greet our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great one himself, Freeman Nnamdi Kanu, and also our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, the great one, and each and every lovely brothers and sisters who work in the Biafra government in exile and in the homeland. I can't continue. I can't stop thanking you guys till the end of time. And I will not forget the Liberation Army, the ESN, the one that criminals themselves call criminal. I cannot stop to thank you people for keeping our people safe. If you guys doesn't know, you guys have made our place to be one of the most safest place, the most safest place in that ideological republic. You guys have shown that you have all it takes to keep your people safe. All the kudos, not just kudos. You guys will keep remaining, the great, wonderful sons and daughters of the land till the end of time. As you rightly wrote here, illusion makes you think that you can stop the revolution. The end is here. You guys, you and the university, have said it all. These people, they have lived in a life of thinking that they're gonna, they have to try, they have to bribe, they have to buy to see if they can put the reality to an end, or to put the writing into criminality. But to their greatest surprise, that everything has a time. The time our prime minister emerges on this thing, he told them, I'm gonna be your end. But some of them, foolish ones, did not understand when he said, I'm gonna be your end. Some of people then think that it's just as usual. They're gonna do, let's keep going. Just like as they're thinking about it, there are some people, as I'm talking to you right now, thinking of election in that Imo state and still living in that Imo state. There are some people that think November they're gonna be something, somebody will be, normally they're gonna have something, and something can be changed. And there are some people who some of their family members call them intellectual. They live abroad, at homeland, who think that there is one obedient party that will come. A former PDP APC who jump into Labour Party suddenly, or former ABGA, former criminal, former idiot, who's gonna be in the new, a former old wine inside a new bottle, who is coming in the name of obedience to come and change their Imo state, to come and rescue them from dustbill, where you eat on top of dustbill. This is all the illusion that you wrote here. There are some people, as I'm talking to you right now, who may answer the name of professor, doctor, whatever you may call it, Oluwale doctors, certificate holders, who think that there is one APC member given a mandate from Jigawa, who will come, or Borno State, who will come and put on Labour Party clothes and come into their criminal house, called government house, and change their life from not to be shoot aside on the road, or come to change their state, our state, Imo State, into something magnificent. These people have keep wallowing in madness, in stupidity, in illusion, that think that let's keep going. My children must return this criminal empire. They keep believing that it's so mad that they have turned our people in the extent that you will see a man, you can Google his full name. He's moving with 17 convoy, 200 convoy. When you take his full name and Google it, you can never see the source of this income, the source of this money. How can you think that somebody living a free money life, not just money, in a wealthy, extraordinary wealthy life, his children is in abroad, buying champagne for £100, 1,000 pounds a night to give a one white girl, to impress one white girl. Their daughters are there, flashing money on boyfriends or whatever they may call them. He gets this money, he spends it. You think that the person will not live in illusion that this thing is gonna keep going. But what a great surprise, what a bad news. That the people of this generation, these people you see here, they're gonna stop you. They're gonna stop you. Those people you call criminal, the ESN, East Liberation Army, Black Marines, these guys, each and every one of us here, they're not gonna let you bury our people at the age of, a jubilation. They will be jubilating at the age of 75. Allowing pregnant women to die with their children where they are in the gate of hospital begging for deposit. And she's there in pain. And you think that you have a leader? And you tell me that a normal human being will live in a state where you cannot even step your... can't even remember the last time I stepped my foot inside a hospital in that so-called zoo. Because you cannot bear the bad condition of the place and the condition they will put people that are in there for survive. All these people are living in the illusion. Even some of the people where we are fighting for. Believe you me, there are some people across the globe right now listening to you. They don't find meaning on what you are saying. Do you know why? Because they are gone. Their mentality have been rotting in the system of the Zoological Republic of Animal. This is the reason why I was listening to one man from Ghana. He said a place where somebody will come and take your gold and give you a paper, call it $1 billion. You don't have the wisdom to tell him that, okay, you are taking my gold, you are taking my oil. Can I have a share in a big company in New York or in UK, in London, in exchange? I don't need your money. I need a share in this company. I need this part of UK to build a company for any of my students from this part of the world who are going to travel there so they can have a place to get some support from their studies. There is nobody to think like that. These idiots you are seeing doesn't have that kind of company. There is no IQ of that mentality to think about what I'm just saying right now. But they just want to take the oil, relentless running of oil, and they just give me the thousands, millions, whatever you may, billions, whatever you may call it, and it's over, and it keeps going. That is why you see the moron you have in Asurok right now. There's a video. He said that he thinks Russia want to stop us not to contest with them in Europe of flow of gas. The idiotic land where you come from in Guinea or wherever you come from my Oduduwa brothers, Oduduwa produce oil or gas you are talking about. These are the illusions you are talking about. They are living in a dream world. But that is why I said, anyone coming here to join our leader by speaking, by contribution, by anything, our prime minister, please know what you are coming for, because this is so painful. If you are a woman, you know your contribution in every part of the world where you are living, you should understand that everybody has stepped on your toes. You should know that. And you should understand that these people you call representatives in your place, these are garbage human beings. They don't deserve to sit in the center. You don't need to shake. You don't even need to shake these morons who carry bag of money in a hotels. And some of you who gallivant, thinking that you are aguru, you know one idiot and one idiot know you. That's why you will stop those collecting money from people. The reasonable people are coming for each and every one of you. Get yourself changed and start thinking like this. If there is something you have eaten, well, that is our responsibility to make sure that we put you in a place to clean your brain. That is no more your responsibility. But the best thing for you to allow people to walk freely, don't make yourself God in the eyes of our people to frustrate them. They have been living in a garbage. They have been living in a gutter. They have been living without no welfare support. They have been living daily from hand to mouth. These people have suffered so much. That is why our leader, from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to our prime minister, stop people from home, not even contribute nothing, because our people think like women, and our people need to bless the gods of our land, because God keep producing. God scatter your men and women all over the whole world. No matter some are a slave who come to ask for accountability. Why somebody exchange your crude oil for cash? And this cash, where your lunatic accountability come from, your mother, your sisters have not seen kobo as when they are in pain or when they need something to buy. You don't go there to ask accountability on these people. You want accountability on people who feed million soldiers, who feed thousands of soldiers, who go to countries making negotiation for your own future. By this time, Biafra, me and you are still talking about liberation, where we should be talking about airspace protection, 100% protection in our airspace, in borders, greatest technology in the eyes have never seen. Look at 2023, me and you all over the whole world. We are living in one of the best countries in the world. We are talking about liberation. At this 2023, you make our intellectuals who supposed to, people in a Biafran government who supposed to be in different places, halls, secret places, bringing brains for us by this time. By now, they are busy working for liberation. What you idiots have caused to us, and you are still want to push us again. If you go down, I will not mourn you, because look at the age we are. Look at the time we are. We are here talking now. Look at the brain all over the whole place. When they speak, you find wisdom in them. These wisdoms have been wasted by speaking about. Some of us doesn't know how to talk too much, but we have to talk just to make you to understand where we are coming from. Our times we should use to discuss, to be in library, in labs, thinking technology that we can just keep our borders safe, our airspace, our companies, robots should be working for us. Our citizens should be sitting at home. Our mothers, unless those who really want, our citizens should be like traveling all over the whole world, discovering things for us. Our intellectuals will be negotiating deals all over the whole world. But our intellectuals right now, who did not contaminate themselves with zoological republic, what did they do? Because of the idiot smelling morons who move with convoys, who call themselves unlegitimate bastards, have made them to use the time they should use, the age they should have used, the time they should have used to build our airspace no-go area, our beautiful places. Our architecture should be right now building Biafra land. What are they doing? They are using it for liberation. Simon Ekpa at this age, our prime minister should have been using his wisdom, ideas from Finland, building all over the whole places. What do? You call him Ekperima. You just there pushing people. But thank God that those that are Azanoka, everybody have wear the garment of Azanoka, because you are fools. If you keep listening to you, will be wallowing in that illusion like you. So everyone coming to, you should understand what we're, because we are late. 2023, we are talking about liberation. And some people are still pushing onto the wall. 2023, the best brand on the planet Earth is in castration. You are talking about negotiation with smelling bastard, with drug addicts, with useless 419 1984. He's a chairman of so-called governors in where we came from, where these people came from, where Simon came from, where these great men and women, where Mazi Nnamdi came from, where Ifeanyi Wara, where people who should have been our security, ESN Liberation Army should be thinking, getting, putting things in place, how to secure our students in every part of the world, our citizens every corner of the planet Earth. Even if they're in the plane, there's something to protect them. Even if they're in the high sea, they are goods. Businessmen should be, our data should be like accurate. And we're still talking about fixing our data because of your illusion and your wickedness. You go collect. If I have to stop here, thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Mazio. They will definitely collect for nursing this illusion and impoverish the people to this extent to where we are today. To nurse this illusion that brought us to this level that we are today, they will definitely collect. Because everything that they have done to the people will definitely return back to them. That is how the world works. The world goes in the circle. The world goes in a circle. That's why somebody that you meet in a particular point, in a particular season, maybe in the next season, you're not going to meet that person in that particular condition. Two things will happen to that person. Is either the condition gets better or the condition gets worse. But that person will never be in that same state that you meet him previously. It's either that you meet him, oh, you will now say, oh, your condition is even better when I meet you last. Or your condition have improved more than what I see last. Or that the person is even more better than you do. That you begin to imagine, is this the person that I used to know? That is how the world works. It revolves. Onya ka ndị Igbo na-eji asị na enweghị ebe ụwa tọrọ ute. The world is revolving, and as it is revolving, seasons are coming and seasons are going. The seasons that these people keep our people down for decades with their illusion that they are born. Do you think that this born to rule mentality of the Fulani, once they go to pay allegiance to the Fulani, immediately it will be transmitted in them. They will begin to nurse the illusion that it is mandated that they will be the only one to be the governor. If it is not them, no other. And the people that are like them, they are likes. That's why when you are gentle, you're truthful, you are a human, they will see you as a weakling. They will say this one that is everything you say the truth, you are a weakling, you cannot be in the politics. They will tell you that the politics is a game of number, but in Nigeria, the reverse become a case. Politics in Nigeria is not a game of number, it's a game of who know Fulani more and British. Who is the West? Who got the backing of the West? Who agrees to nurse and protect the interests of the West more? This is the illusion that have made them think that they can do without you. You know, when you're living with your husband or your wife and you begin to nurse that illusion, I can do without this person, I can do without this person. That's when you will never work on anything that will bring peace and unity in the home. Because you already have this illusion that you can do with this person. You can do without this person. You are better off without this person. You are better off. You are more unique without this person. You are more unique without this thing. So you begin to nurse that illusion that you are even the champion. This is the same thing that have happened to this criminal gang that we have in the place of leaders. For the fact that they have been there for decades and recycling themselves into the system, they now take it upon themselves that this is the way it's ever going to be. But the Biafrans are busting their brain today. That thing that you used to know is no more what it is today. That street that leads to that road that leads to the stream has been changed. Because it's not the only way, it's not only one road that leads to the stream. Maybe the road that you know that leads to the stream is the one that comes from your village. And that is the only short path that you can take to the stream. Then you think in your whole wide dream that this is the only road that leads to the stream. And you will even be thinking that you are the only people that are fetching water from this particular stream, not knowing that there are other people across board that still have another road that leads to the same stream. And they're fetching from the same stream. Biafrans is going to change everything that they have ever known. Biafra will change everything that have been their driving force, that make them to go into politics without humanity at their heart. Biafra will change everything that have made them to go to caliphate and swear the oath of allegiance. Biafra will make them regret the very day that they swear the oath of allegiance to the Fulani against their people. Biafra will make them regret the very day that they begin nursing of this illusion that they will possibly hand over Biafra land to the Fulani, that they were unable, the land they were unable to conquer 1967, 1970, that they will hand it over to them at the platter of gold. These are the illusions that have made them think that perhaps they will do everything and go scot-free without anybody doing them anything. But the Biafrans today are here. What are we here for? To change the narrative of yesterday. What have we come to do? To change the status quo of everything that you ever know. To change the system that you know. To change the way they used to do it. Oh, no kwanuntu akaisi emia. Biafra has come to change everything you need to know about the Biafrans. If not for Biafra, you will never know that there's any Igbo man that money will be offered to and he will reject it. If it's not for Biafra, you will never know that there's any Biafran that wealth, affluence will be offered to, leadership position will be offered to, and he will say to hell with all these things. What I need is my freedom. But the revolution that is here, that is happening today in Africa, happening today in Biafra, that will happen, that is happening in Cameroon, in Ambazonia, that is happening all over the place, is coming to correct the way the world looks at Africa, the way people looks at the Biafrans, the things that they know about us. This revolution is coming to correct all those things. That's why this their illusion will only stop them at nothing but destruction. That's why this their illusion will not only land them to problem, but it will also land them to a place they will never rise to speak again. Because when you begin to nurse an illusion, you begin to see yourself on top of the world. You begin to think about the impossible. You begin to see things differently, not differently on the positive angle, but differently on the negative side. But Biafrans of this 21st century, which I am opportune and privileged to be one of them, are going to destroy and waking you up from your illusion, from your dreamland, from your dream world, from this dream of Kokulan that you have dwelled in 60-something years, 63 years or 65 years. Biafrans will wake you up from that dream to the realities of what life should be. You have dwelled long on this dream. You have narrated this your dream for a very long time. Now it's time to wake up and face the reality. Because you might be dreaming where you're driving a private jet. You'll be dreaming where you're using a private jet to go to toilet. You'll be dreaming where somebody is serving you a chicken. And you're eating it in your dream. But once they wake you up to the reality, you will know that you're very hungry. That you lie down hungry. that you don't even have anything, and then you begin to work to have something to put on the table. So that you eating chicken will not only end in the dream. That's why Biafrans are here. That the dreams that our forefathers had, that they died for, they had this dream and they give their life for it. That shows us that this dream is what? Bringing to the reality, to the limelight. Had it been that Ojukwu just declared Biafra, and when it's time for them to fight and defend the Biafra that he declared, and he said, no, I don't mean it, no, this have not called to this. We will submit, we will serve the Nigerian terrorists anywhere they want us to serve them. We will serve Fulani, we will serve British, anyhow they want us to serve them. Today, me and you will not be here talking about Biafra because nobody have really woke up to nurse that dream. Nobody has ever that really woke up to tell you that this dream is worth achieving. But for the fact that people actually told us, point us to that dream, that this is what will give us this future and the hope that we have ever dreamed of. That's why we are here today and pushing that dream and using our own dream to wake those that are having illusion. Because illusion is different from dream. We are using it to wake them up to the reality of what life is all about. And it's only Biafra that will make it possible. This revolution that is coming to their doorstep is the only thing that will make it possible. And no, nothing else will make it possible. So Biafrans, we are here not to do what others have been doing. We are here to waken up the subconsciousness of people that have been lured or pushed into having this illusion that this is the way things are supposed to be. This is the way people are supposed to live their life. This is the way people are supposed to live, like animals, like zombies. And we are here to change that narrative. And that narrative, we are already prepared to change, even if it's going to cost our life. Thank you so much, Biafran. Simon Eba MNK, you've been battling with your mic. If you have access to the mic now, if they're allowing you, can you unmute yourself and speak to Biafrans?
Thank you, my great and senior comrades. Thank you, my ladies. Thank you, friends of Biafrans, the platform. Thank you so much. All of you have spoken so eloquently, fine, and I'm proud of you. More grace to others. My name is Oyen Kachuku, aka Nkodanamba. Maikuku. Biafrans, it's time. If you have been what you are doing before, it's time to double it. Nearer the victory, tougher the game. Greater the risk, greater the profits. No pain, no gain. You see, our enemies, they have the money, they have the weapon, but what we have God of creation, God of the universe. We have gods of our land. We have the spirit of fallen heroes. And we are very, 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 very stubborn. radical than them, because we have considered the pros and cons before we back on what we're doing. We have weighed the negative and positive. They are afraid of death, but we are not, because they want to enjoy life. But we have been suffering. We have our skin become thick. You know, there's one what our leader, great leader, one of the greatest leader of our generation, alive. There's an illustration they give us that when you are scratching your skin on one particular place of your skin, you are scratching it on a stone. That time comes, that place will become hard. It will be hardened. It will become hard. That is what we are now. They have dealt with us from trauma to radical, and we have been radicalized. In fact, we have moved from radicalization to beast. We have been beastalized, if there's anything like that. We're a beast now. They don't know. In fact, I'm asking them, can't they go and consult the seers so that they can know how angry we are? The anger is, you know, when I catch you with the anger, I'll bite off your ear, bite your scrotum, anything. In fact, I will fight with my teeth, everything. Because these people have dealt with us in our own land. And I thank God for these great men of our generation, the recognition of our heroic ancestors, Odemeke and Ambassador Ekwa. Those who they know publicly. There are many who are not known publicly. When our leader told them that there are millions of Muslims and they can, that he's the one that is the softest, some take it for joke. You know, if these people are wise people, the reason why they are Dundee, in fact, they are delusional. As our brother rightly said, they are really illusion. They think that if they are kidnap the Muslim, they make a move to kidnap our prime minister, that if they do that, they will stop us. Oh God. You see, if they can avoid the worst calamity, if they can do the needful now, because it's evidence they will lose everything, and their children will suffer. Their action, the unborn children will suffer. Their action, if any, they will suffer, because they can never go scot-free. I was asking one Fulani man, although I did not ask him, I sent him on his Twitter, that they are killing the indigenous sons and daughters, little children, pregnant women. They are recruited terrorists that are killing them. And they see their own children, they look hard, they feel good. They are preparing a better future for their own children. And the children of others are in IDP camp. In fact, they chase them out of their home, ancestral home, and they occupy it. And what are they thinking? Are they thinking that nobody to resist them, nobody will resist them, that they have taken it forever, that nobody will resist them? And you see, the life we are, don't do things. Before you do something to a fellow human being, first of all, assume yourself in the position of that person. That is how I judge myself. assume myself in position of that person. How do I feel if someone else did such thing to me? How do I feel? That way, and that if I will feel good, then I'll proceed. But if I won't feel good, I will have a think. You see, I have already dedicated my life. When I say that I cancel my relationship because of this Biafra liberation issue, because I don't want to keep somebody say that I make a broke heart or I keep somebody stranded, I cancel it. If I survive, fine. If I do not survive in it, fine. It is better to die for something than to die for nothing. This decision I made myself. These people don't know. You don't know how angry we are. I've seen people. Oh God, Chukwu okike abịama pụrụ ihe niile. Chukwu okike abịama pụrụ ihe niile. Chukwu okike abịama. Oh, these people have dealt with us, and their time they've overstayed. They've overstayed. Somebody made a comment that the best brain in the world are being incarcerated. Oh. The best brain in the world are being incarcerated and the world keeps silent. And they're even making attempts. They're making attempts again to our own PM. What did they call us? What did they call us? Let me tell you something. If you are a gun bearer, you are a gun bearer, you are a uniform. And the people who are, some of them who are controlling you, who are giving you order, you are more educated than them. Go and check in the National Assembly. 90% of those who are there cannot defend they don't have primary school, secondary school certificate. Even the one they have, they cannot defend it. They cannot solve the simplest maths. There are those making law for me, lawmakers. And he said that gun bearers, there are those there, some there who are degree holders. There's one engineer, a Yoruba lady, engineer, sergeant. She has been a sergeant for 15 years. She's a engineer, and she's a sergeant. And how much is her salary as at that time? At 5,000. But somebody who don't have secondary school certificate is receiving 20 million monthly as a senator. Who on his right mind is want to sustain that unsustainable crime against humanity? Where they are deliberately frustrating our men and women into crime, so that they will be arresting them and putting them in prison. That's another way to annihilate us. If you don't know it's deliberately, then it is a deliberate, then think again. Frustrating our men into crime, our women into doing what cannot be traced to our ancestors, our foremothers. There was a time our PM made this position. They're doing deliberately so that they can be arresting our men and putting them in prison all over the world. What do you expect that somebody graduated from school? Let me tell you something. My brother wrote the what's it called? Is it the useless Nigeria Defense Academy? 2 times they used his results to recruit a Fulani man. They were asking him nonsense question. Do you have somebody? What do you have a household name? Useless question. They will give you. You come to that so-called Southeast. Our cutoff mark in JAM are the highest. With Fulani man, we get 2. Why you expect you to get 300, 250? The course you choose, the course of your choice, they will change it for you. After those Herculean tasks, then your parents hand out everything you buy, and even if you write results, okay, even if you are brilliant, you must buy the handouts. For you to get mark, you buy the handouts. After those things, they will keep you jobless for 3 months, for 1 year. After service again, no. 2001, more than 300, 400 Europeans from the east died in the north. Those who call themselves leaders, they did not ask why, ask question. Some were kidnapped today, they've not seen them. More than 400 and something in 2001. You see, when I see you live abroad, and you know that we're going through all these things and you don't support what we're doing. I say this oftentimes. If you know how I see you, how I classify you, you will hate yourself. I prefer dog better than you. If you live abroad and you know what you are suffering, you are enjoying basic amenities in that country you are. You know where you come from, how it is. And those who are fighting to make that place you come from to better than the place you are living. And you don't care. You are, in fact, you had the temerity to speak against our PM, to speak against those who are fighting genuinely. I pity you. I pity you. You don't know what you're doing to your children. Your children will catch you. They will kill you when they realize that your action is your action made them to be deprived of the basic of their right as citizens. Then they will hate you. Eventually, you'll be killed by them. Because when they realize that you are the one that caused them that situation. You see, Biafrans, I want you to be aggressive, to be aggressively angry against who? Against your fellow Biafran, against your fellow comrades, against your our ladies. No, not against our enemies, those who don't want you to live and enjoy the blessing of God in your land. Be aggressively angry against them. Any enemy you see in your vicinity, if you don't bring the enemy down, the enemy will bring you down. Don't wait for Biafra liberation. Anyone you know you can bring down, bring the enemy down. If you know you can do it, if you cannot do it, don't bother yourself. But I want you to be vigilant with your eyes. Speak less, talk less. This is not the time of going to party to drink. This is not the time of lying on top of a woman every night. It is time, daytime, you have some siesta. When it is 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, you get up. Emuranya, because when you see something, you'll be able to do something better than when you're asleep. When you at daytime, monitor faces. Know when you see strange faces. When you see something, you know where to report. You're supposed to know. You don't need to be told that no Nigerian security are there to protect you, but they are there to stop you and kill you and abet the Fulani agenda. But thank God for this generation of ours. Thank God for Lodemoke. Thank God for our PM. Thank God for our ESN. Thank God for our Biafra Liberation Army. I'm out of my heart for you, men. Now, women. I love you all. You don't know how much I love you. You don't know how much I love you. I love you so much. All of you who are genuine in this, not Mamali Guampetalazu, not those who call, hey, my leader, my great leader, and they want to rearrange meeting with the evil politicians. You want to sell him for money. Hey, my great leader. If you are that kind of person in this platform, you are days with that kind of slippery. If you are that kind of person, if you know you are not genuine, don't ever come to this platform again if you want to leave. But if you keep coming, your death will come like a lightning. I don't care who you are. We have lost millions of lives, and you can't. In fact, oh God, thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, comrades. More grace to our I'll be back. My name is Zoe Kashuku, aka Nkodenamba.
Thank you so much. I don't even know that I'm not hearing myself. Thank you so much, my brother Maze MNK. Thank you for that wonderful submission. You know, once they begin to nurse this illusion of this illusion of bad, negative impression, negative impression on our people, preparing them to believe something that is not there, deceiving them, deception. Whenever they appear with this their deception appearance, when that person is agitated or trying to become governor, trying to be anything, you will see that person will be walking the street, he will be doing everything, he will sell corn with you, he will do all manner of things with you, but once he assumes office, he will disappear. They will tell you, now I'm now a governor, you don't expect me to come and be doing all that. Indeed. These people, the deception appearance, the deception, they are deceiving people. And this impression that they are giving the people that nothing is happening. Oh, don't worry. Is it they sit at home? Don't worry, nothing is happening. We are going to come over it. We are going to do this one. We are going to do that one. That is what that is still keeping these people. But the moment now that they have seen that these people are actually out to make sure that this impression that we are giving people that things will definitely change. Oh, give this one a trial. Oh, give this one a trial. But are these people that you say to give trial are people that have track records of criminality and the killings of our people? People that have track records of criminality and the killing of our people. But the illusion that you already have, that you must be here, is not now that is my turn. It's not now that I have been promised a ministerial appointment. It's not now that I've been promised this. Many people that are fighting against the freedom of Biafra are not even that they are governors, are not even that they are already in a position, are not even that they have become anything in the zoological terrorist system, but because they have been promised that in 2099 you become this. So whenever he hears Biafra, panic attack will strike him or her. That these people are coming to spoil show for me. What is the show? The show is not that is coming to give the people a better life. It's not the show that will give people the hospital. It's not the show that will give people good road. It's not the show that will stop the killings of the Fulani on the people, but the show that will enrich his or her pocket. That will make her to have her own convoy. I have 2 policemen that is with the AK-47 following him or her around. It's only in police, it's only in Nigeria that we see a sergeant will carry a gun with AK-47, will carry AK-47, and they will carry her madam's bag, and they will be entering, they will be going around the market to buy foodstuff, to buy oporoko, to buy ogo, to buy, and the policeman will be the one to carry it. It's only in Nigeria that you see such thing, because these people, everything that they were taught in the system of one Nigeria has made it possible that none of them reasons very well. That a soldier did not know that he's not prepared to mount checkpoints on the road unless if he's during war, if he's in a war situation. That there's a external aggression against their people and they have to declare a state of emergency or declare declare that this from so and so time that there will be a coffee, that nobody should come out, so that they will be able to combat with the enemy that have come to kill the people that they have been called to protect. Because these people have been brainwashed. During the time that they are there to be trained, nothing has been concreted in them, because the people that are training them are also corrupt personnel. Because if you should tell the junior officer that you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this, if you do this, it's an offense. If you do this, even if I do this as a senior officer, it's an offense. The junior has the right to arrest me. Where are the military police The military police, their duty is to arrest all those officers, both even they arrest presidents, they arrest ministers, they arrest anybody that is an officer, commanders that have violated the human right. They arrest them and prosecute them, and they will face jail term. Sometimes they will be court-martialed for violating the right of the citizens. But today, the illusion of keeping Nigeria as one, to maintain the oil milking of the milking of oil to Britain, and to maintain the Fulani oligarchy, to maintain the invasion of Fulani against other indigenous people trapped in this country, they have to keep this illusion of theirs alive. To make you see it that this is the way of life. That the suffering that you're going into is God that have allowed it to come on you. That the suffering that you're undergoing is as a result of an ancestral cause. But none of this is the problem. The problem is that you have allowed those people that the system of criminality has made who they are to continue to be your leader. And they will never allow any system that will make it possible that you will come and say, please, oh, come. There's something I've seen. I've seen that these 50 vehicles that you bought and that you're using as your convoy, that actually you dipped hand in the purse of the state to buy all these vehicles for yourself, for your personal gain. That you're not supposed to use more than 2 vehicles. For you not to ask those questions, they have to maintain this status quo of illusion that makes them to deceive you. This deception system that makes it possible that they prepare you and appear with an impression that there's a better future that you don't know of that is coming. That is why Biafra has come, to change this illusion that the contraption has imposed on us. Thank you so much, Warrior Queen. Warrior Queen, I don't know what to bring you down. Come up and speak to the Biafrans. And before the Warrior Queen will pick up the mic, he fall off. I'm calling on Mazi Woma. Mazi Woma, meet yourself. Thank you so much. And as you come in, make sure that you have retweeted the space so that more people will see it. Thank you so much. Mazi Woma, if you're there, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Mazi Fine, I greet you, sir. I greet every comrade on the space. I say, may Chuko Kabiama bless each and every one of us. He said. Let me just quickly go to the topic we have today on board. Illusion makes you think you can stop the revolution. The end is here. Actually, let me just say this. Anybody who is trying to stop Biafra always make himself irrelevant and create trouble, enmity to himself. I have never seen anybody that go against the restoration of Biafra that remains the same. 1, you will have sleepless nights. 2, you will be having nightmares, bad nightmare. 3, your heart will never be at rest. And your body will never be as normal as before. That's why it's very, very important that you, no matter how much they give you, no matter how persuasion you receive, no matter how the kind of threats you receive from them, As long as you are in this struggle with pure heart, bet me, they will not do you anything. And even when they are in the front, you will be at back. And when they are at back, you will be in the front. Look at all the irrelevant politicians in the Biafran land today. If they can come out and tell you the truth, they are living in fear. And who is pursuing them? Nobody is pursuing them. But Nemesis is pursuing them. It's the only thing that is pursuing them. Because when you are pointing one finger at someone, remember that three are facing you. That's why whenever you are doing things, you have to be very careful. And like I always said concerning this our struggle, when you checkmate yourself and you know that you are not worthy, you know that you've not known how serious you are, it's better for you to keep silent. It's better for you to keep quiet. It's better for you to stay, but do not propagate what you are doing. Do not go against what you are doing. Do not fight those who are fighting for your freedom. Do not try to sabotage the movement, because it has been ordained by the divinity and not man. All this one we are doing is to complete the assignment of Chukwukika Abiyama, which he has given to us. And like I always said, that Biafra is a deity. Look at everyone and those who had betrayed Biafra during the war, before the war, and after the war. See how their families are. Where are their families? And what that money they got in order to betray their brothers, to kill their brothers, to sell their brothers, where is the money? That is the reason why, first of almost, you should not put any other thing in line first before Biafra. Biafra is the first that you have to put. Biafra is the first that you have to reason about. Biafra is the first that you need to think about. And when you are thinking about it, needful need to be done. Thank you, my people. We shall keep the fire burning. Thank you for giving me the mic.
Thank you so much, my brother. Mazi Wama, thank you for that wonderful submission. We will keep the fire burning. We're never going to capitulate. We're not going to back down. This revolution will get to every doorstep. It will get to every nook and cranny of Africa. This burning revolution that have started will bring an end to tyranny. It will bring an end to the slavery of West Africa. It will bring an end to the slavery of the West over our lives. It will bring an end to everything that you have ever known that is wrong with the people. It will bring an end to so many things, and the Biafrans are here to make it possible. That's why their illusion has nothing to do. They can dream, they can keep on deceiving themselves. We know the game and we are playing it. Let's see who loses and who will win at the end of the day. Biafra Warrior Queen, my sister, you're welcome. You have the mic. Biafra Warrior Queen, are you there? Warrior Queen, are you there?
Yes. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody from wherever you are listening from. Am I coming out well? Am I coming out?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, I want to say all the to Biafra. I want to tell my brothers and sisters at home that I observed the sit at home yesterday, therefore on Monday. I respect the day of our prophets, that we love them so much. That was the day of Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, And I want to thank you all that are here. Ifeanyi University, Shukuka, Onyekashi, and every other person. My sister Eunice, Biafra voice 247. And every other person that are here, those ones that are genuine, I greet everybody. Even those ones that are not genuine, and even those ones that are here that don't know what they are doing here. I greet every one of you. As the topic says, let's go straight to the topic. It said, illusion make you think you can stop the revolution. The end is here. Hallelujah. The end is here, really. The end is here. Like this morning, somebody posted something on our platform, one of our platforms. He posted the water erosion, the volcano, I don't know what they call it, that's happened in India, that's destroyed so many things. Then he said, he quotes, he said, be preparing to follow God. If you are not following God, start doing good, start doing that. I said, oh God. I said, yes. Be preparing. Later, the same person now write on the down. He said, fear God. He said, fear Jesus, because fear the anger of Jesus. When I saw that, I now replied the post. I said, how will you be afraid of somebody that loves you? Somebody that gave up his life for you. Why will you be afraid of him? Why will you be afraid? You have to love that person. You have to do everything possible to make sure that person is comfortable, to please that person. Whatever you are doing, do it. That everything. Forget about yourself and please, because the person have done a lot for you. So many of us are still living in that illusion. As university said before, the Yorubas, the other nation, continent, they are asking, these people, they are Momo. I listened to one Yoruba video that they post on Twitter one day. They say, all these people, they really be Momo. Whether they talk say Igbo, they get sense, they be the most intelligent, but this one show me say they be Momo. How Simon Ekpa go be the one way go talk? Anything we talk, you see me they fall for fire, they go fall. You see me they do this one, they go do. That's it. Going back to what the response I give to this very person this morning. That is the same response I'm giving to the people that are still illuding themselves concerning about Nigeria. I told them, I said, Jesus loves you just the way Nnamdi Kanu loves you and me. Just the way our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, loves you and me. Because they love us so much. They even love us more than we love ourselves. Because if they don't love us more than we love ourselves, we could have not been waiting for them to come and be begging us to donate to ESN or to donate to BLA before we do it. We will not wait for people to be repeating it again and again to start doing that. Like what our Prime Minister posted some days ago. He said he received a letter. He spoke with he said breaking news. He spoke with Nnamdi Kanu this morning. He said he's still very sick, and he said all Biafrans to put more effort. You get the English way speak for there, but that means to put more effort to whatever you are doing now, because it cannot depend on the judiciary. That take me back to the answer I give to the post of one of our platforms today. I said, these two men, they love us just the way Jesus loved us, that he died for us. These people, they have done the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu have lost his mother, his beloved father, just because of me and you. Then you are still yet posting that we should be preparing. Yes, we should be preparing. You know what we should be preparing for? We should be preparing for the kingdom of heaven that is coming here on earth, which is Biafra. Then you now later go forward and post, because God is very, very angry. The anger of God is dangerous. I said no. God is angry, yes, but God is angry with the enemy of God. The only people God is angry with is the sabotage in our land, in Biafra land, and the whole enemy of Biafra, that the enemy of Biafra restoration all over the world. Those are the people God is angry with. And I go ahead and I said, God is speaking through Nnamdi Kanu and our PN. If you know what is good for you, start listening to their voice. Whatever they say, you have to do it. Because their voice is the voice of God. If you have been following our Prime Minister, you will know that he is the most peaceful person on earth. Because we Biafra, we are peaceful. And Biafra is going to bring peace to the world. That's heaven, like our prophet said, Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. He said Biafra restoration is going to be the last miracle on earth before the coming of Christ. That is true. Once Biafra is restored, you will start hearing the sound of the coming of the returning of Christ. That is the only thing that is delaying the coming of Christ, is Biafra restoration, because we are his people. The voice of Nnamdi Kanu and the voice of our Prime Minister is the voice of God. If we know what is good for you, we should stop living in illusion and start listening to their voice. When you wake up in the morning, go to our Prime Minister page. Let it be your morning devotion. Go there and look what he has posted and read through it and do accordingly, because most of his posts is speaking to us on code. On code. Do accordingly. If the people in the government give an order, because they are the cabinet people, those ones that know what they are doing, if they give an order, just start making pain without interjecting, because they are speaking the voice of our Prime Minister. And our Prime Minister is speaking the voice of God. If you want to hear from God, go and listen to our Prime Minister. And go and take the broadcast of our prophets, Nnamdi Kanu. When you are listening, you will hear the voice of God there. As I said some time ago, I said, if you want a deliverance, maybe you feel somebody is disturbing you, you are having bad dreams, you are having something, anything, like some mental problem. Some people, there are some people that are mentally disorder. Most people in Nigeria, they are mentally disorder. They don't know it. Just go and look for Prophet Nnamdi Kanu broadcast of the past. Listen to it. Start listening to it over and over again. Before you listen to it 2 or 3 times, your deliverance will come. As the way I get my deliverance, when I was listening to one of his message, the message, he was saying that they did not want us to know who we are. That he said, that message that he was talking about, those people that brought Bible to us. If there is anyone in Britain that is bearing a name that worship God, that is bearing a name that praise God, you should tell me that name. People should come and list the name and post it. List it and post it on Twitter or anywhere, any platform, so that we can learn from them. Before they bring the Bible for us, people were bearing Shizoba, which is almost like Jesus, Joshua. People were bearing Shiamaka. Like in my dialect, people will bear Osageduwa, Osareti, Osawese, Osapolo, Orobosa. All these names are named to worship God. Our people were bearing this name before they brought that same Bible to us. That means, that is to tell you that we, our ancestors, were serving the true living God before they brought this Bible to come and deceive us. They took our tradition and used it to write the Old Testament and bring and twist the New Testament and use it to enslave our brain. That is what they did to us. No Britain human being, those concussion, none of them bear the name all over the Western world. Nobody bear the name that worship God. I have not seen it. If somebody see it, start listing it out. A name that worship God the way we bear. Osagedu, I say God is the director of a good road, like good future. Uwa, bright future. Osareti, God is the more powerful. Power belongs to God. Osawu may say God do good all the time. God is so nice all the time. These are the names. That is the message that deliver me. If you don't look for that message of our prophet, if you listen to that message 2 or 3 times, whatever sickness you have, you will be delivered. Whatever thing you think that is disturbing you, you will be delivered. Listen to it. Don't listen to it because you want to use it to come. No. Listen to it for yourself. Listen to it with all your heart. Just listen to it as if you are listening to God. You will get your deliverance from there. And from now, try to be listening. Whatever our Prime Minister tells you, just obey without interjection. Because the voice of our Prime Minister is the voice of God. So that answer goes to all those people that are confusing in Nigeria. Those ones that are still leading themselves, that are asking questions, as our university said before. They say when we hear that we are one family, they will be asking questions. But how Benin person go say we be one family with people? How? Yes, because we are one family because our Prime Minister is speaking the voice of God. Anything he tells us is direct from God. So when we are listening to our Prime Minister, we listen to God through our Prime Minister. He speaks to us through our Prime Minister. That is why that Spirit of God join us together to listen to him. That Spirit of Shukwu Okike Abiyama is the one that lead all of us to listen to the voice of the one he sent to deliver us, to free us from the bondage, to free us from the slavery that they have keep us right from the time of our forefather. Go and listen to our Prime Minister and obey without interjection. Thank you very much. I yield my mic here.
Thank you, Warrior Queen. Thank you for that wonderful submission. You know, this illusion is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have worked over the years to redeem us from, so that we will not be part of this illusion, those that will not be part of these people that have made it a point of duty to make sure that they maintain the status quo of British in our land, to make sure that they maintain the status quo of the mental slavery and the slavery that the British have meted on us. This is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started by preaching. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not start by unleashing on the people Eastern Security Network. Sorry about that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not start by unleashing on the people, others upon others. He started by preaching to them. He started by wakening them up with the words that will waken their subconsciousness, with striking words that will awaken their subconsciousness. He didn't start by pampering them. He didn't start by pampering us. He will pamper us. He will strike. He will rebuke us. All these things that he did is to awaken us to the reality that we are in today. If not before now, the only thing you have at the back of your mind is, oh, this governor is very bad. Let's just wait. Not that you will do anything to impeach him. Not that the House of Assembly should do something and impeach him, since the whole people, everybody is crying that this person did not know what he's doing, that he needed to be impeached. No, but what you will do is, let's just wait. Is he not highest? He will be there for 8 years. But the person just assumed office. You still have 7 years of lamentation and suffering ahead of you. And that person will do and finish the remaining 3 years, making it 4 years, first in the office, his first tenure in the office. And he will still be there. And that's that person that everybody lamented for. We do campaign again and assume the same office the second time and say that you guys have voted him in. And everybody will keep quiet. And you will now say, oh, I told you that he will just be there for 8 years. We have to suffer this for 8 years. And after which, everything will go back to normal. And another 8 years will come. Things keep on deteriorating from the day one till today. As each day passes by, nothing is getting better. Rather, things are getting worse. But in that worst situation, you still have some element of miscreants and criminals that are keeping you in the illusion that it will get better. And you know it's never going to come. If there's a day that will get better, you would have been a participant to those years that you say, oh, this year is better than what happened previously. Rather, you keep on referring to the days of even Nnamdi Azikiwe, the days of the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, the days of Abacha. Can you imagine people referring to the days of Abacha, that Abacha should come back and rule Nigeria? That the days of Abacha is better off. That the days of Babangida them is better off. Because as each day passes by, the illusion gets more stronger. The illusion gets more stronger. And some demon-possessed preachers are leveraging on this illusion that all of them are nursing to make sure that they keep you where you're supposed to be. That's why somebody will come up and tell you, as early as 1986, that God told him, according to him, that Nigeria will be better tomorrow. That God had brought somebody that will make Nigeria better. And the same person in year 2017 come again and tell you that God have given Buhari mandate to change Nigeria. The same person that he campaigned for 1980 something. The same person have assumed office 2015, 16, 17, where he died and was replaced. This person did not see that the person that is giving a prophecy that he will change Nigeria is not even the person that was voted in 2015. And in 2021, he came up again to say that the same prophecy is still very on. And this year, 2023, you came, the same person. I'm not talking about all different other prophets that are saying one thing or the other. I'm talking about this man keep on saying this thing and keep his members and keep other gullible Nigerians in their chain. Not to revolt and say that this chain that have been on our necks, on our hands and legs, that we cannot move and do something on our own, we want a breakout. He come again and tell you that the Lord, that the drug lord is not the one with the mandate to change Nigeria. These are illusions. They never want you to know the truth. The governors, the senators, the pastors, imams, the traditional rulers, everybody, both those that are doing cultural something, they never want you to know that the problem you have is Nigeria. That the illusion that have keep you in poverty is the name Nigeria. And not only Nigeria, break into pieces that every ethnic nationality that is trapped goes free and stay as a free people and begin to work for their own profit and interest. That Nigeria can never be good. They will never tell you this. Because telling you the truth will be ending their business. You can't go to the United States and tell somebody that why you're suffering is because there's no job. Because you know that there are other menial jobs. But because of the sin of his ancestors that have killed the people of Africa in their numbers. You can't go to the UK and tell a UK citizen that why you're suffering, because those things are not visible. They are living in affluence. They are living their life to the fullest. But because the illusion that recycles your pain is still very much on board, and you're helping them to recycle it, that you have built a very strong skin against every pain and suffering. That's why you will not, even as the person that is at the receiving end of the illusion of all these governors and these people that call themselves political elites, you are still among them campaigning. You are not either receiving from the treasury, direct from the treasury, or even from the comb that is falling from their table. You are not receiving from anywhere, but you are still among those that are canvassing that the revolution that will give you a good life should not come. You are the worst person. You are the worst kind of breed on the surface of the earth. But when you're hearing it from those that are receiving directly, you will say that they are protecting their interest. But you that has no interest to protect, and you're still among those that are campaigning that the revolution that is coming is something that needed to be stopped. You are of all men very miserable. But is that going to deter those that are carrying out this revolution? The answer is no. It's not going to stop anybody. Rather, it will fuel the agitation and the revolution that is taking place, that is out there. And I want to make a shout out to the Algeria people. Algeria people, you have my respect. Africans are waking up. Africans are waking up from the illusion of the West that made them divide themselves among themselves. That made it possible that each African continent hate another African country in the interests of the West. Algeria was able to stand up and tell France, if you come near our airspace, we will bring down everything that comes to our airspace. You're not allowed to go through our airspace to attack anybody. And for them to attack Niger Republic through air, they must pass through Algeria. This is the illusion that people are waking up from and facing the realities of life. The people of Biafra and the lovers of freedom. The revolution that will give you that dream that your forefathers fought for is here. And our prime minister and the government in exile is not backing down to make that dream come true. We'll be ending this broadcast in less than 5 minutes. I have another engagements to attend to. Maybe my brother university might pick it up, or any other Biafran can pick it up. When we are back, we'll join back. We're going to end this program any moment from now. But before then, my brother Dictative, can you unmute yourself? And the university, if you're still there, you can come back to the mic to give us your closing remark before we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, Dictative. Go ahead.
Yes. Hello, brothers and sisters and family. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location. Thank every one of you here on this platform, the genuine people that is fighting for this cause. Yeah, with the title on this very, very one, it said the illusion makes you think you can stop the revolution. The end. Fulefu that is in our side, they will not understand what is going on right now. They only think about their pocket right now until they see themselves in a IDP camp. That's when they will know that they are not sleeping, and that's where they will wake up. It's because they think because they have money, they have a lot of money, so they think it's the money that is going to save them, but they never know anything. They are still dreaming. They are still dreaming of which before they wake up on their dream, we will overwhelm them, and all of them will be chased out to IDP camp, because they are very, very close to IDP camp where they are now in Abuja. All of them, they have run away to Abuja. So that is their new location now. So but before they come back, their houses that they left behind, all of them will go down. And when they try to come back, there will be no place for them to be. So it's like they are still dreaming until they see what they're looking for. They will not stop what they are doing now. So I'm not going to take much time because we're going to close in the nearest minutes. And I thank every one of you for being here. I thank everybody for keeping up this every day. It's not easy. I would have been commenting. I work is always noisy, and I find it difficult to get space unless I have to hide somewhere or get in the car, and I'll have a little bit of quiet. Thank every one of you, Fanny, University, Simon Nekpa, Befa Warrow Queen, and everybody listening on this very, very platform. Thank every one of you for keeping it up. Let's continue this way. Keep it like this so that the humanity will hear us. So we're not complaining anymore. We're taking the bull by the horn. I yield my mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother Dictative. Thank you so much for that wonderful submission. The record must be kept very strict. There is a post here. I put it on the Jumbotron. Emperor Biafra TV posted it, and our brother Dabrechi retweeted it. A young man sitting at the edge of the third mainland bridge have concluded to take his own life. This is the way people jump into the lagoon on a daily basis. My sister Stella, you're welcome. This is the way people jump into the lagoon on a daily basis. Just because of the illusion that these people have been telling them, giving them impression that things is going to be good, things will be turned around tomorrow, things will turn around the next day. By the time this person waited and have graduated from school, no job, try to see if he can start his own business with the work that he do, hawk, do all manner of things to raise money, and the next minute the thing collapses. I woke up this morning with a very bad news. Very bad news. And this type of news is something that you can only hear in Nigeria. Not as a result of natural disaster. You can wake up one morning and discover that what you have labored for all your life have been destroyed. A brother called me this morning seeking my advice. Just what he needed is somebody that will console him. He just need a word of encouragement. Is there any green light at the end of this tunnel? He lost over 120 something million to a business that he ordered. He paid money to a company in China, not knowing that company is already folding. He paid over 120 something million into this company, and this company closed down with his money. Do you know what it means in Nigeria as of today to make 1 million? Do you know what it means to raise 100,000? That somebody have worked all his life to build his business transactions and raise up to 120 something million naira that he had been using to trade. Now he's considering sell. It's no more an option. It's no more an option. Am I going to sell? He's trying to see if he can sell some properties that he already have, to sell some of those properties and see if he can fall back and pay back some money that is, because all the money is not his money, some are loan. But the illusion of one Nigeria will tell you, oh, this is devil's handwork. It's not the devil's handwork. In a situation like this, if you have a viable country, if you have a country that is a country, what you will do is that the ambassador in China will take this case up because you are a taxpayer to Nigeria. And where you went to buy the goods, you also pay tax. So there's no reason any company will short your money even if they are folding. Their insurance will pay that money back to you so that you will not go out of business. But because you don't have any government that is fighting for you, anything can happen to you and nothing will happen. Anything can happen to you and nothing will happen. And nobody will even put it into consideration. Because you're living in a dream cookland. But because the people that are leading you are people that are being driven, they are being driven by illusions. That's why your life have never changed. That's why you are feeling happy, you're feeling on top of the world that you find yourself in Europe. A place that is not your land. A place that other people that woke up to the reality fought for and secure that territory and use the minerals that is coming from your land to build it, and use you that is fleeing from the place that they are milking dry. You flee from there, you go and build their country. And their citizens will be living very large, and they will call you a miscreant, they will call you a third world country. Not until we woke up from this illusion. And the other African continent also woke up from this illusion, just like the Biafrans, just like the Burkina Faso, just like Mali, just like other African countries that have woken up to the reality that this illusion can never sustain us. that this illusion will never bring the real dream, the dream that we all hope for, the hope we have. Rather, the more we key into this illusion of these people that are eating large through this illusion that we abide into, our life will remain in penury and in agony. You will continue to gather, not knowing the day that it will vanish from your hand. You're living in a place where you can't plan for the future. This is a young man. We all started life together. And when we begin to tell you some stories, you will run mad. And why we will never back down on this. Our last hope is Biafra. The only thing that still keeps us breathing today is Biafra. If not the hope that Biafra will come, that the only hope we have is that Nigeria, we are hoping for, that one day that a miracle will happen, a bang will happen, and an angel will fall down from heaven and seize all the leaders, and now become the governor and the president and the legislators, and now change the whole thing, and that make our lives better. You will be seeing suicide mission on rampage. But the thing that is keeping even those that are living in illusion, that are keeping them hopeful that one day these people will succeed in this their Biafra and they break us out from the hands of the Fulani Caliphate. Because those people that you think that they are gallivanting and doing this are also anchoring their faith on you that is agitating for the freedom of the people of Biafra. The first, you are not the first again now. The first is no more the first again because the first is becoming the last. I don't know why you normally come now when we are almost closing. Immediately I announced that it's 5 minutes to go. Your network, you borrow network from your neighbor and you come in. My brother, the first, you're welcome. I don't know. This system has started is normal this thing. Let me go out. Let me go out and come in again. It's not allowing me to give anybody co-host anymore. Let me go out and come in. But ponder on this. This illusion will not stop us from this revolution that is coming. MNK, if you're there, just hold on for a minute. Let me switch this network for the next 5 minutes that we're going to be here. MNK, are you there? MNK, are you there? MNK is not there. Just hold on a minute. Just a minute. You keep on believing on these people, the more you will die. The more you keep on believing on these people, we're living in one Nigeria, that you are an importer and exporter today, the more you will lose everything that you have ever worked for. And these Biafra people have taken it upon themselves and said that we will no longer live in dreamland. That we have woken up from illusion. We don't want to nurse this illusion anymore. We want to face the reality of life and see what we can make out of our lives. And that is freedom. total destruction of the devilish enclave of terrorists called One Nigeria. And not until that happens, nothing will ever work in the Zoological Republic. And your life will never make any meaning, not until your freedom, our freedom, is secured and in totality. Thank you so much, Biafrans. I salute each and every one of you that attend this session of the gospel of our redemption. I salute you all the one, Omada that are here, all the cabinet members of the Biafra Republic government in exile that attend this meeting earlier. I salute each and every one of you. And I must say from here, Kemesiano, we are going to converge. I want to attend to something for like 30, 40 minutes. If our brothers are busy to come back by then, I'll be through with what I want to attend to. Then we'll come back again. I salute all of you. I salute your courage. Remain very strong. This revolution is the only solution we have to the tyrannical government that have kept us down. If we back down now, we will lose it forever and ever. And the posterity, the people, our children, our children will never be happy with us. They will spit on our graves. I don't want my children to spit on my grave. That's why I have to do everything I have to do to make sure I redeem myself. To make sure I redeem myself. And on this note, our minister is here. Mas Hugo. Mas Hugo, go ahead. Go ahead. We are almost shutting down to come back again. Go ahead, unmute yourself, Mas Hugo, if you can hear me. You're welcome, sir.
I can hear you. I beg, just go on, even if you are shutting down, go on. Thank you. I can't speak now.
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for coming in again. I salute every one of you. Cypriel, I see you. Stella, I see all of you. Williams, I see all of you. Eunice, my sister, I see you. Dabrici, I salute all of you. University, it's like you're receiving advice. Thank you, Mazi Wama, Mazi Prince, and my own brother, MNK, and Simon Eba Obi, Chicago. I salute all of you for coming. See you shortly on the other side. on the other side.